And my last question, I saved the best question for last. This question will help you get a job like that. And that question is, hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video about some bartending questions that I get asked in my DM all the time and in the comment sections in my videos. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram name is _DawnX3, and you can continue to ask me questions through my DM. Let's get started with these questions because I just love talking about bartending. Like, it's my favorite thing to talk about. Okay, so the first question that I get asked often is, how old do you have to be to start bartending? And now, since I bartend in New Jersey, I only know the age that you have to be in New Jersey, and that is 18 years old. So you could be 18 years old and serve liquor, but if you're 18 or 19, I advise that you get your bartending license, just because you're young. So, you know, having your bartending license, to them, when they see that you're 18 years old and you're interested in bartending and you have your bartending license, it like makes you seem so responsible. So if you're 18 or 19, I advise that you get your bartending license. But if you're like 20 turning 21, you don't have to get your bartending license. Like, it's not necessary. Well, not in New Jersey, but in New York and like other states, it might be required to have a bartending license, and that's when, you know, you go out and get your bartending license. Just because you have your bartending license does not assure you a job in bartending. When I had just got my bartending license, I was so eagerly looking for bartending work, and every place that I would go to, like, their main question was, do you have bartending experience? And I would say no, but you know, I'm looking for experience. How am I supposed to gain experience if nobody is hiring because I have no experience? Like, it just makes no sense. So then I started to like catch on and just say, yes, I had bartending experience. Like, at that point, I had my license, I knew what to do, I just had no experience. So the answer is yes. Lie and pretend like you have bartending experience and you worked in weddings and you bartended. So the next question is, what kind of attitude to have during an interview? And I would say to be friendly, because they want to see you, like, imagine you working behind the bar, and they don't want anybody like with an attitude and ruining everyone's night. So they want someone friendly, but you also want to have confidence in yourself, because bartending is a very overwhelming job sometimes, and it's just like so much going on. So you want to go in there with confidence and for sure about yourself, because that's someone that I will want to work behind the bar with, or that's someone I will want to work behind my bar if I owned a business. I want someone friendly but also confident in themselves. Do I wear makeup? The answer is yes. Yes, you wear makeup. And I get asked this question a lot. I think I'm gonna make a separate YouTube video on like how to wear your makeup for a bartending interview, but for now, this is how I do my makeup for an interview. I do my eyebrows, I put on some lashes, I do some glow, and you know, I'll put a little lip liner on. It's just simple. It doesn't have to be nothing too crazy, you know, with like a whole bunch of like foundation and all this other stuff. So this is like a simple little look that I do right before I go in for an interview to bartend. What should I wear when going to a bartending interview? And you should wear something that you feel comfortable in, but it's also like something cute. So I would recommend that you wear a cute like bodysuit with nice jeans, or you could wear nice jeans and like a cute top with a leather jacket, or you know, something cute. It was actually one time though that I wore heels to an interview for a strip club, and I didn't even have to wear the heels. I don't know why. I think it was like my first strip club like interview that I had. It was like my first job, so I was just like, well, maybe I should wear heels. But actually the girls behind the bar wasn't even wearing heels, they wear sneakers. So I wore heels for no reason. I did get the job, but I was uncomfortable and I looked crazy. So I would advise you to wear something that you feel comfortable in, but it's also like cute fitting, you know, all that good stuff. What time to go in and ask if hiring? This question is also very important because you should go into the place of establishment before they get their crowd, because once the crowd come in, no one in that establishment is going to want to answer any of your questions because they're going to be too busy serving people, making drinks, hosting. So you should definitely go into the place of business before they get their crowd. And if you don't know when the crowd starts coming in, then you need to find out. You need to hang out there and see like when a lot of people, you know, starts coming. But I would just say go 35 minutes to an hour after the establishment open, just to be on the safe side. So you'll be like one of the first ones in there and you'll get to ask all your questions, and maybe even the manager will be there. So, you know, you ask if you can meet with him, and that's how that goes. And my last question, I saved the best question for last. This question will help you get a job like that. And that question is how to get in touch with promoters and be a part of their team of girls. Now, a promoter is someone that tells everyone to come out and party because they throw in the best party of the year, and promoters actually get to bring in their own team of bartenders, and they also bring in their own DJ or whatever, but we don't care about that. So you want to be a part of their team of bartenders because they throw parties every week. Like, they just promote for a living. And so to get in touch with a promoter, one, I would say you could get in touch with them through social media. And a way to find a promoter is just to be on your Instagram and be on the lookout for flyers, and just hit them up through their DM and say something like, hey, I'm such and such and I'm interested in working on your team as a bartender. So, and then, you know, if they hit you back, they hit you back, and if they don't sweat it, look for another promoter. Or the way that I get in touch with promoters, because a lot of promoters have gotten me jobs, it's better if you meet the promoter in person. So go out and go party and just try and like scope out who the promoter is. Or you can even ask around like, oh, who promoted this party? And they'll let you know, and you go speak with them yourself and say the same thing that you would say in a DM, like, hey, my name is such and such and I'm interested in becoming a part of your team of bartenders, and see what they say. If they ask for your number, your contact information, and if they don't sweat it, look for another promoter. It's always like promoters around. It's promoters all over the place. If one doesn't like you, try someone else. So that's all of the questions that I have. If you guys want to ask me more questions, feel free to ask me more questions so I can make more videos like this one. If you enjoyed this video, like this video, leave me comments down below. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video.